everybody. Welcome back. Good to see all of you. Just to recap, excuse me. Last time we started off in the room with the rats that turned everybody to stone. That took you far too long to figure out. There had to be some outside intervention, which led you guys to going up to the second floor to start exploring up there. And you guys ran into the bathroom after struggling to get Chad through the windblown hallway, and came across a giant frog, which Olivia exploded, discovering another skull and some money, which Mavris then proceeded to steal. I believe that is where we left off. So we are in that bathroom. You guys, just double check here. Yes, there is. So you've got the tub at the end of the bathroom. Towards the beginning where you came in, there is another door that leads to another room.
Everyone, let's go to the other room.
So this appears to be the private changing room of Astabar. Astabar is the wizard mage from the song that Ravana was singing. It is 15 by 20, and it contains an ornate desk with a mirror and a chair. Along the east wall are pegs from which hang a variety of wizardly robes. You want to take one?
Yes, I'd like to put one on.
Yeah, go for it.
So, can you do me a favour, Xanny? Could you, with your robe, could you just step into the mirror? Like, go over there and stand in the mirror with your fancy new robe?
Right. Whatever you say, Chad.
All right, Xanny, can you please make a Constitution saving throw, please?
6.
I like your thinking, Chad.
All right, so you look into the mirror, and there's nothing about the robe that feels magical, but something about the mirror you're looking into. You kind of get lost into it for a second, and your vision completely vanishes. Everything is dark, and you are blinded for the next minute.
Alright.
Guys, I can't see.
Alright, it's going to be alright. I didn't actually think that would happen. I thought it was going to be something completely different, if I'm honest. But we're going to keep you safe. We promise we're not going to let anything happen to you. So I'm figuring...
I get my warhammer, I smash the mirror.
Rears back that big old warhammer, swings, and when he makes contact with the mirror, it almost kind of looks like he hits Jello. The whole thing just kind of goes.
Can I try to hit it one more time?
No.
Derrick, because you had to look into the mirror to swing at it, make a Constitution saving throw.
I rolled a 6. Blind.
You
take that, dumbass.
You are blind for the next 45 seconds. Xanny, I'm going to say by this point that you have restored your vision. Your vision has been restored.
That was scary.
There is also another door in this room that would lead to one more room.
I'd say that's probably where we've got to go. Yeah.
Am I blind now?
Yes, you would be no longer blind, Derrick.
Okay.
So you guys are going into the next room?
Yeah.
So everybody moves on into the next room. This is a well-lit chamber, and you discover that it is the master bedroom of Astabar. The light is coming from a glass sphere sitting on a dresser. Inside the sphere appears to be a fiery inferno. There's a large bed adorned with furs and a high-backed chair with a battle scene between elves and goblins carved into the wood.
I steal the glowing orb.
You run over to the glass sphere and immediately pick it up, and when you do, you can feel this intense heat coming from the orb. So it is hot, and you get the sense that if anybody else, maybe besides Coup de Grace, if anybody else were to grab this, they would have a hard time just holding on to it. Are you gonna? Are you just
I'm
taking
gonna take it over
to
Xanny.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make an Arcana check. 15.
15. So after staring into the ball for a couple of seconds, you're able to recognize that the pattern that the fire is making inside is somewhat familiar. It's not necessarily a spell that you have, but you've seen before. And it is a fireball spell.
Just put it in my bag.
Yes.
Can I do a perception check on the room?
There's something funny about the ceiling. You're not quite sure what it is yet, but there's something that interests you about the ceiling and the nightstand.
Okay,
I want to do an investigation check inside of it. 19.
19. You open up the drawer, and there is a key. All right. So where are you guys going? You guys are in the master bedroom right now. There's a door that leads back into the changing room and a door that leads back into the small hallway before the big windy hallway.
Should I suggest that before we go, could we take like a short break? Like a short rest?
Coup and Chad, while you guys are resting, can you make a perception check for me?
Perception, 25.
I've gotten 22.
So while you guys are there resting and restoring and trying to rejuvenate, you're kind of just sitting there cuddling with each other, loving up, and just like, oh, this is nice. And you look up, and there is definitely an outline in the ceiling. Looks like it could possibly be another door.
All right, so I've been sitting here. I think we should probably tell them that there's an outline in the door.
Let's just tell them.
Let's just tell them. All right, guys. So we were out here snuggling, right, as we tend to do, and I guess we were snuggling, and we've gotten lover's vision, and we've both noticed that there seems to be an outline on the ceiling that we think is a door. So I'm
going to whip it.
Yeah.
So everybody stand back.
All you guys really see is the outline. There's nothing like dangling down of like, hey, here's a handle to pull on. So it looks like you're not going to be able to open it with the use of the whip.
Okay, I showed off my skills.
I'd like to use my mage hand to make it into a fist and just hit the door.
Yeah, so that little purple hand comes out again and reaches up towards the ceiling and goes, and you hear it, and a trap door swings down, along with a ladder leading up to another room.
I go up there first.
I'll go after Derrick.
Derrick, make perception check. Definitely a body in this attic area. There is something vaguely familiar about it.
I go to check on it immediately. Like
I'm
if
just
you
gonna
get
hang
a
back
but
just
like
in
also to
case.
make sure it's okay.
Okay. You're going right up to the body.
Yeah, just an investigation check to make sure it's okay. It's probably dead, but I'm just making sure.
It's very dead. It's skeletal. You can see
Oh,
that.
skeletal.
I mean,
okay.
there is some still decomposition happening, but it is mostly skeletal.
Then I go up to still investigation check because you said it looks vaguely familiar. So
yeah, and at this point, Ravana's going to come up and join you guys too. And when she does, she immediately starts to cry. She bursts into tears. Mavris, you're standing next to her. Make a perception check.
21.
So you're watching Derrick as he's beginning to investigate and look back at Ravana because she starts to cry and make the connection that she's wearing the exact same clothing as the body on the floor.
Oh, shit. I think it's her dad.
Through tears, she says, "No, it's me." She says, "I'm so sorry. I did not intentionally deceive you. It wasn't until right now that I realized I was dead. And me and two other adventurers, we came here a year ago. We found all but one skull and decided to split up and search. I found it here in this room, sitting on the table. A small creature with a scorpion tail appeared and attacked me. I was poisoned and never made it out of the room. My friends never came for me. They ran. I've been doomed to repeat my mistakes ever since. Every night I traveled to that inn looking for people that would help finally end the madness of this place so that I can just rest. I'm sorry, but this is as far as I can go.
Oh shit.
Please help me.
I go to grab her body, I pick it up, and I want to go outside the house, and I'm gonna probably leave the party for a little bit, but I'm gonna go bury the body like immediately.
All right.
I was not
Once the
expecting that.
body is lifted by Derrick, there is a skull laying next to her that has a familiar-ish runish drawing on it.
Wait a second. She never killed the scorpion. It's probably still here.
I say do we hear some of what they're talking about from at the stairs?
Yeah, you know what? For the sake of story, I'm going to say yes, that you can hear what's happening.
In that case, I'm going to call on Chad and Coup and say, guys, we should really go up there and we should figure this out. I heard something about a scorpion, and if that means that's up there, that means we all have to be together to fight it.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just gonna grab the skull.
I put down the body in like a sort of safe and comfy place, and I go back up there, and I'll do that later.
Mavris, you're picking up the skull?
Yeah.
All right, so this is what you guys see.
Can I make a perception check on the room?
Yes.
20.
And looking around, you do see, you clearly see the body of Rivana. You can tell that the clothing is identical. There is also a door opposite of Rivana's body.
We already found the skull.
But what's in the room?
Yeah.
Is the question.
They could.
And also let the woman free.
I'm just gonna go and open the door.
Alright.
Are you going in? Or are you just peeking?
I'm gonna go in.
You find yourself in a large, cluttered room that runs almost the entire length of the building. It's filled with all manner of strange objects, both occult and mundane in nature. In the immediate vicinity, you spot a bird cage, a stuffed two-headed cat, a pile of fortune-telling bones, a hunk of black ore inlaid with veins of red, antique holy symbols from several long-dead religions, and what looks like a mummified hand. On the far side of the room, you see a wooden door inlaid with a metallic silver moon with a keyhole in the center.
I'm gonna walk, and I'm gonna open the door with the key.
I think we should also follow him into that long hallway room with all the stuff. I think we should all be there with him.
And I'm also gonna need you guys to roll initiative. Everybody make a history check for me before we start going forward.
Interesting.
Coup, you're the only one that seems to recall information from the song and from the bar that may have been overheard. This creature that comes out of the darkness of this cluttered room is an imp and was Astabar's familiar.
Does it seem evil?
Yeah.
Okay. I get my warhammer. Oh, I can't do this yet.
I'm gonna throw both of my daggers at them, as Coup would say. Daggers.
Why would you say that?
You guys make your way into this room and you look around and you see a bunch of weird, odd, kind of knick-knack kind of stuff. Hey, that's my nickname, knick-knack. And while you're perusing, this imp comes out from the floor and looks like it's got malicious intent. So Mav takes those daggers and first one finds purchase, and you hear this awful screech as it slides into this body. Second one kind of goes wild and kind of digs itself into the stuffed two-headed cat. But they're magic daggers, so they right back to his belt. Xanny, what are you doing?
I'm going to cast all 3 of my magic missiles onto it.
Okay, go for it.
Let me find my wand. So I see Mavris hits it, right? And I say, "Oh, good job, Mavris. You did really good. You hit it. Don't worry though. I got the rest of it, buddy." So,
Stealing my kill again.
Since he hit it, it's like, woo, and it's taking it back, so I take this opportunity to cast 2 magic missiles right into its face. Its face just kind of crumples.
It does. It definitely splits apart, and like you can see it return to its natural elements, and is no longer of this world. All right, what are you guys doing?
Investigate the room.
Go for it.
Or
I mean, like, there's some scurry stuff in here. It makes you uncomfortable, and you don't like it.
let's go to the door and open it.
Mavris wipes the snot from his nose and takes the key, and the key doesn't even fit in the keyhole. And you jiggle the handle, and it doesn't open. So you gather that this is not the key for this door.
Yeah, why don't we take the skull that we have now, put Ravana in the master bedroom, and then go back and put the skull in it? We?
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
So back inside the master bedroom, you've got that door that will lead back out to the short hallway before the windy hallway.
Let's check out the short hallway and go into
I
another room.
agree.
So you guys open the door. You're back in that short hallway. To your right it's the wall that would be shared with the changing room, and then the door to the bathroom. And if you go left, you can continue down the hallway to another small hall. And if you go to the right, you're going downstairs back to the first floor.
Let's do the other hallway.
All right, so you guys are in that second hallway now. There are 2 doors on your left and 2 doors on your right.
Let's go down the closest door.
So that would
Go one
be
after
the
the other.
first one on your right. All right, you are inside a room that contains a bed, a dresser, and a chair, all of unremarkable quality. The item of furniture that captures your attention is the ornate chest resting in the northwest corner. It appears to be made of wood of a reddish hue and is bound in copper. The motif of a horse is carved into the lid.
I want to open it.
You don't want to do an investigation first?
Nope.
Or like a perception check, maybe?
Nope.
Mavris, you start to cross the room, and everybody else enters the room, and it gets about halfway across. And you all start to get this dizzy feeling that kind of stops you in your tracks.
No.
As the dizziness passes, you look in amazement at your surroundings. The chest, which was 2 feet in height, now stands over 20 feet tall. In fact, the entire room has grown.
We all
The
shrunk.
20 feet from one wall to the other now spans over 200. Movement beneath the bed catches your attention.
Oh,
As
Jesus
a giant
Christ.
centipede skitters into view. Stares at you through Stygian eyes as its antennae twitch in excitement at the prospect of it. Everybody roll for initiative.
Easy lay on my ass.
Matt, you're up first.
I want to short sword the motherfucker. Try to slash
go for
the
it.
legs. I got
14.
a nat 20 and then a 15.
I'm calling horse caca on your nat 20s because you've rolled 3 of them.
I'll roll again if you like. I did roll a nat 20. I can take this one. It's a 5.
So one of the daggers finds purchase and just seems to kind of infuriate this giant bug. And it returns to your pouch or your belt. And as it does, a second and third centipede appear. It is Coup's turn.
Okay, so which centipede is closer?
The one that Mavris just attacked.
I'm going to go after one of the other ones that just came out from under the bed. I'm going to shoot it.
Go for it. In an attempt to just spread damage evenly, Coup takes his Tommy gun, slides the slide back, and unleashes a little burst into one of the other ones, and you can see it pierce, and it's like yellow, thick goo starts to come out of the bullet hole, and it doesn't smell good either. So you've now got 2 oozing, bleeding centipedes. Derrick, that brings us up to you.
I go up to one of the centipedes, and guess what? hit it with my warhammer.
Which one? There's 3.
I hit the one that Mavris hit.
Okay. Roll to attack.
That one. 7. It's a 7.
All you had to do was hit it. It had 1 hit point. All you had to do was hit it.
I'm not a cheater. I don't cheat. I rolled a 1. Okay, I'll tell you when I roll a 1. I don't cheat. Like Mr. I roll 3 D20s over here.
Those are real.
So, in the excitement, there's gunfire, there's daggers being thrown. You go to lift your hammer to swing so hard up that it just kind of brings you back and knocks you down a little bit for a minute there. And that's going to bring us to that centipede's turn. And he is going to look right over at Mavris, and he's going to make a bite attack. So centipede rears back, bites down at Mavris, who's able to quickly just kind of duck and roll out of the way. Xanny, you're up. Your turn. There are 3 centipedes. Which one are you attacking?
The one that's almost dead, I'm going to attack it with my short sword.
So you take that nice swing and open up that centipede, and just more of that thick yellowish orange ooze just kind of like blah, 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 and starts to puddle around Mavris' feet.
Finish what you started, Mavris. It's okay.
That is going to bring us to the second centipede, who is going to attack Coup. So as it bites you, you can feel this like warmth run through your veins, and it's not a good warmth. And on top of the piercing damage, you take 1 point of poison damage. And that is going to bring us to Chad.
So I'm going to create an image. Oh no, but it doesn't quite work. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm actually going to do Vicious Mockery on the one that just attacked my husband.
Vicious Mockery, got it.
Alright, here we go. Wait, sorry, let me get that again. Fuck you! Eat shit, you're a bitch! That's the song.
I mean, so I'm gonna have you. I mean, I appreciate the song. The song has no effect, but Vicious Mockery is usually a string of insults that are slung at a creature.
Yeah.
So
Fuck you,
I'm gonna
eat
have
shit,
you.
you're a bitch.
I mean, that's not. I mean, you give me something a little more than that.
Alright, listen, alright, get this right. Imagine having yellow blood. Fucking ew, am I right? That's absolutely disgusting. Like, we've all got not yellow blood, and these fucking idiots have got yellow blood. Ugh, that's freaking gross, am I right? Like, imagine! That's so disgusting.
Yeah, I will say that it is officially insulting. Roll your damage.
That's right.
You insult the creature's blood, and it just kind of like goes from this attack mode to like. His antennas kind of just go and droop down a little bit. And that is going to bring us to the third centipede, who is going to go after Chad for that rude treatment of his counterparts. Alrighty, and so that's going to be 2 points of piercing damage. Mavris, you're up.
I want to cast Hellish Rebuke on the bastard.
Alright, which one you attacking?
The one that bit my fucking friend. Shut up,
So you're gonna
Xanny!
watch as Mavris kind of points his finger out, and these hellish flames just appear from the carpet and surround and engulf this centipede and just turn it into a crispy, ashy mess on the floor.
Yeah!
Coup, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm going to again shoot the same one. 9.
9 damage.
Sorry, damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, I get to end it. I'm going to casually just walk up and just shoot it. There's nothing special about getting the job done like all the other people think it is. You know, you're just doing your duty. Yeah.
Alrighty, so you guys are out of combat now. Mess, gore everywhere. It's disgusting.
I don't know. So we've found ourselves in a bit of a predicament, haven't we? Where we're extremely small, so we can't actually do anything. And that happened as of we entered the room, so my best guess would just be to try and get out of the room, because there's not like we can really do anything here anyway.
Yeah.
So let's just skedaddle, skedaddle.
I want to kiss the chest of possible gold goodbye.
All right, are you guys making your way back towards the door?
Yes,
We-
absolutely.
You can kind of see these little spots in the carpet kind of like maneuvering through, and you can see these tiny dead centipedes on the floor. And you just watch it as the group starts to kind of, what they think is hurry their way back to the door. But for you, it's just kind of you guys cross the threshold, and for you guys, it takes a little bit longer. But you get outside, and about 15 to 20 seconds later, after a little bit of like, oh my God, still tiny, you go back to your normal size. Alrighty, so you guys, that was the first door on your right. There's still one more door on your right and two on your left. Right?
How about we don't go in the rooms? How about we just open all the doors to see what's in first?
That's fair. Yeah, I'm down with that.
So we can just see and then pick and choose. Is everyone fine with that?
Yep.
So I go to the one opposite to the right or the left. I open one of the doors.
It looks like this might be a library. You see a lot of books everywhere.
Can you guys go check the other doors real quick?
Absolutely.
We.
Crew and I will go check the other door to the right.
I'll go to the
Chad and Coup, you guys find what appears to be probably another guest bedroom. And is somebody checking the last one?
I am.
It is a closet, and when you open it, you feel something run across your feet, but you don't see anything. Were you guys both
Xanny.
checking out?
Yeah.
Xanny, were you there too? Both of you made a perception check. 21. Xanny, you as Mavris kind of squeals and goes, something touched me. You are able to hear a distinct sound of rat. You're able to kind of piece together that an invisible mouse just kind of ran across Mavris's feet.
Can I make an investigation check on the closet?
You're gonna have to go in to do so.
Okay. Xanny, do you want to stay out here just in case?
I was saying I hope he's prepared to potentially be invisible, because I
It's funny you say that, because as he steps in, Xanny, his body appears to just vanish into thin air.
Fudge!
Does anyone have those apples? Did anyone keep the apples?
No, I believe Derrick ate literally all of them.
No, I didn't. I took one bite of each of them. I didn't eat them all.
All right, so we've opened the other three doors now. What are we doing?
Let's go check in the library.
So everybody's going in?
Yeah.
I'm going to peruse.
How do we have two Jordans? What's happening right now? What's going on?
Frozen. I think.
But you're already in here. It shows you. I love Zoom. Zoom is great. Alrighty, so you guys go into the library. You see shelves containing hundreds of books on the walls. A large oak desk dominates the middle of the room. The legs of the desk are carved to resemble coiled dragons. Behind it is a chair of similar design. In one corner of this library stands on an assembled suit of plate mail armor clutching a sword. On the desk is a leather-bound volume and what looks to be an iron candelabra fashioned to resemble a hydra with 9 heads.
I'd like to take a look and possibly see if the candelabra has anything, like, not of value, but like, yes, of value, but also what's it about?
Make an investigation check.
Yeah. That hit a thing, and I'm still gonna take it because that's 16.
While it's not quite like the detect magic thing where you can't necessarily see a light or something like that, you get the feeling that there's just a magical aura to this candelabra. There is something magical about it, but you're not quite sure what it is. Remember, I don't know if you guys heard this part, but it is fashioned like a hydra. So
I'm gonna take it over.
the body
to
is like the body of it, and
don't touch it.
each little thing is a head of a hydra.
Don't touch it.
Take it
Don't,
to
Mavris.
Xanny.
Don't touch it.
I'm not gonna listen to Derrick.
So now there's just a floating candelabra. Xanny, what do you do with it?
I'm gonna do an Arcana check.
You've come across similar items like this before and are able to understand that this is a candelabra that can be activated through a certain word.
Need a word, but I don't know which word.
I feel like it turns into a hydra if you say the words.
Possibly.
I don't think we want to fight a hydra.
No, I don't think so either.
Let's just
Sam, with your investigation check, there are. So it's the hydra body that with the heads kind of like twisting up, and it looks like there are holes in the mouths of each of the heads.
Okay. What if we put candles in it? It is a candelabra.
Does anybody have candles?
I have candles.
I can light it. I have prestidigitation. I can light a candle.
I fill them up.
I'll light them with my prestidigitation.
All right. So one by one, the candles. Nothing happens.
I grab it and it seems cool, so I'm gonna hold it.
It feels cool.
Wow.
It's all great.
But again, being the paladin and having that kind of sense, you do kind of feel that magicalness coming from it. And you feel like being somebody of the light, you might be able to figure out how to light this candelabra.
Well, Derrick, can I just put it in my backpack for right now?
I lit it. I want to hold it, please.
All right, Derrick's holding it for right now.
What did you just say, Derrick?
I want to hold it, please.
What did you say before that?
Can I hold it?
I thought I heard something. Sorry, you're good.
Wait, what did I say? Somebody tell me what I
Lit.
lit. Light.
The candelabra lights up.
What does it do?
It gives off the equivalent of, well, now it's burning your candles from the bottom because your candles are still in it, but there's now magical fire coming out of the mouths of each hydra head, melting your candles.
Light, turn it off.
Dark.
Nothing.
Water. Earth.
Off.
Bye.
You say dark and it flickers for a second, but stays lit.
Darkness.
Goes out.
Okay, so
right.
I take my candles off. Are my candles still there? Do I have a little bit of my candles left? Or are they all gone?
I'll say you've got about 6 of the 8.
Okay, so I grab the 6 of my 8 and I put them back in my backpack. And then I say, light!
It turns back on.
I will. This is awesome.
All right. I'd like to now do an investigation on the dresser.
Go for it. Sorry, there are 3 drawers. I apologize. One of them is unlocked.
What's in the unlocked drawer?
The unlocked drawer, you open it up and there's a quill, an inkwell, and a silver dagger.
Ooh, I take the dagger.
Go for it. And so, Mavris, you're using the key on the drawers.
Yeah.
They easily unlock. One of them, the first drawer, has a money pouch with 50 gold pieces and a magnifying glass.
I take it.
Take the magnifying.
You pick up the magnifying glass, and it doesn't seem super interesting to you at first, but again, you get this magical sense to it. And there's on the desk there's a piece of paper that is in a language that you don't necessarily understand. And just out of curiosity, you kind of wave that magnifying glass over it, and suddenly you can understand what is on the paper. It seems to translate into infernal for you. And you can clearly read what's on the paper, even when you take the magnifying glass away. So what this can do is it basically casts comprehend languages and lasts for 1 hour, and you can use it once a day, I believe.
Have I already
Once per day.
used
But
it?
I'm gonna say for the purposes of this that was just me explaining it. So no, you have not used it.
Gotcha.
In the second drawer is another skull,
Oh,
and this is what you see. Everybody, give me a perception check real quick. So everybody but Chad, you kind of, as you guys are going through the drawers and looking at everything, there's like a weird sense of like somebody watching. And Derrick, it's that similar feeling of when you were down on the first floor in that first closet. Remember when you cast detect magic down there?
Yeah.
You're kind of getting the same vibe. And as you kind of feel that, books start coming off shelves and kind of floating and swirling around the room. They're getting thrown in your general direction, but not yet directly at you. And it's not like this rainstorm of books. It's like, hey, here's a book. Hey, you know what? Here's another one.
Guys,
I'm gonna take off the robe, and I'm gonna try to dip out of there.
You would have been right next to Xanny. So Xanny, make a perception check. Aha. So you, as the books are flying around out of the corner of your eye, see the wizard's robe drop to the floor, and the little sash that kind of ties everything around catches on the hook on the handle of one of Mavris's daggers and just kind of trails along behind him. And you can see him just kind of dip out.
Follow him.
guys, I think Mavris is trying to leave us.
And let's
Well,
follow
Mavris,
him.
Follow
You
him.
would hear this. You would hear them say, "Hey, he's not sneaky."
Mavris,
So,
should we go after him?
We
I'm going after him.
Close the
I'm
door.
going for money, man.
I don't
I'm
like
still thinking about that chest.
lying
I don't
around.
care if I'm small or not. I'm gonna break into that.
Okay.
I'm going back to the guest room, and I'm going for that chest, man.
Are you actually walking into the room?
Yes, I am.
Then you, my friend, shrink down to
don't
1/12
care.
of your size.
all right,
I
that
will be
is
running to that chest and beating it open.
I'd have walked to the room, right? I'm not gonna go in. I'm just gonna kind of watch Mavris as he's slowly.
Wait, so how heavy is the chest?
I'd say like 5 pounds, probably.
And
Because maybe like
how far away is it?
20 feet.
I'll roll my mage hand.
It's a small enough chest that I wasn't really expecting anybody to use mage hand, because that's kind of like the simple solution for this little puzzle, but I guess that works. But I'll say, yeah, you're able to lift the chest up and out into the hallway with you guys. And Mavris, you definitely see it floating over your head as you are running towards it.
Yes.
But what do you guys do in that minute?
Open the chest
open the chest, yeah, right.
before he gets here.
Inside the chest is there are 100 gold pieces.
Big L.
Split it. Split it. But
We
Mavris
split it.
can
We
get
split it. We split it.
Yeah. So everyone get.
And
Wait, what's?
Well,
what's
Coup
the math?
and I get 50%, and you
So
guys
Coup and I
there's
get
4 of
50.
us, right?
25 and 25.
Yeah. So get me and Xanny get 25.
That's right.
Mavris, you've made it out by now. It's going to take you another 20-ish seconds before you return to your normal size. Inside the chest, inside the chest is also a skull, and it looks like
Yeah.
Everyone.
You're welcome.
Let's
Totally
do it.
meant to do that.
No, you did not.
Can I?
How do you know?
Okay, so you guys are going back down to the room with the skeletons.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're back in the kitchen where you fought the doppelganger.
I
So
hate this kid.
there's a door that
Oh.
leads out to the hallway.
Wait, I grabbed
You
the
wanna-
apple.
Which one?
I grab the. Which one do I like the best? Yellow. I grab the yellow one.
All right, you turn yellow.
Okay, and I stand at the door and I wait for Mavris to come.
You can't see me.
It doesn't matter. Mavris, come over here.
I'm gonna roll for stealth.
Can I try to persuade him to just touch the apple?
I think you should let me try. You should
Or
let me
actually
try.
not let me, but let Chad do it.
I'm gonna let Sam Mavris make a stealth check.
Suckers. I'm proficient in stealth. That's a 22.
You call out, but you're not even sure if Mavris made it out of the hallway.
Alright, well, I guess we've got to go on assuming we've lost him.
I want to steal the gem from Coup.
Make a sleight of hand check. With advantage because you are invisible.
Ooh.
And then, Coup, you're going to make a perception check for me.
Perception check, oui.
That's a 25.
26!
Oh!
C'est quoi? Get out of here! You pathetic little monster!
Wow. So yeah, Coup, you're able to, while everybody's like, well, I guess Mavris got stuck up in the hallway, you feel your belt start to tug just a little bit, and you're able to swing down and grab what feels like you hope is an arm of something.
Get the apple, and I give it to the Coup.
Oui! I take that apple and I fire it into him!
Well, Coop, you're now yellow as well.
I don't care!
And Mavris is yellow, but his skin is yellow. He's still invisible.
Does anyone have something to mark him?
Yes, I do. Cooper, are you still holding Mavris?
Oui, I got his little wrist in my palm.
Alright, I would like to throw, I would like to throw 10 ounces of fairy dust at Mavris.
The fairy fire.
Let's go!
Shit!
And
I want to get out of Coop's grip.
each of you make a strength check for me.
Come on, baby.
We got this. Johnson.
You guys are pushing 4 o'clock. It's coming up on 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, alright.
I'm gonna try to steal that gem again.
No, you're not.
Yes, I
No,
am.
you're not. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Wait, I'd also like to point out, I'd also like to say that I'm the one who has the gem. He doesn't even actually have it.
Me,
I'm the
so
one who
I was
has the
just
gem.
getting groped by Mavris. Like, what
So-
the hell?
So you don't know that as your character, but he doesn't even have it, so eat shit.
Sounds like a plan.
I will be
Alright.
using...
Let's go back to the schoolroom.
I was going to
Yes,
say, I
that's-
would like to further the storyline a little bit.
Oui, let us continue.
So you guys make it back into the dining room with all of the skeletons, and you've already got 2 heads that are successfully placed. So what I would like you guys to do is figure out how you want to place the other ones and draw it out for me so that I can see what you guys are trying to do.
Okay. Alright. I think I'm
So we're starting with the far left head of the table.
Okay. So the far left head of the table is the full moon. And then going clockwise would be the waxing gibbous. And then the first quarter. And then the waxing crescent. And then the new moon. And then the waning crescent. And then the third quarter. And then the waning gibbous.
Alrighty. So Xanny walks around, inspects all of the bodies and the 2 heads that are already in place, and meticulously goes around and puts 1 head on each of the skeletons. And as she places the final one, there's a click. And that giant painting that you guys were not able to get behind before,
Oh my god.
the moon actually shifts out away from the painting and reveals a secret compartment.
Oh my god, I could kiss you right now. It's amazing.
I'll kill you.
Sorry.
Alright, I'm not going to. I'm not.
Sorry.
Oh.
So are we going? Are
Oh.
we going over to the painting?
I'm going over to the painting, and I'm looking in that compartment.
Me too.
Can I make
Alright,
a
so-
perception check?
I mean, you definitely don't need to because it's
Fuck yeah.
stacked. There are, and everybody can clearly see this. There's 500 silver pieces, 250 gold pieces, a silver key that looks like it's worth about 75 gold, a potion of healing, 3 first-level scrolls. One is protection from evil, second is burning hand, and third is featherfall. There's also 1 second-level scroll. It is scorching ray, and 1 final key that looks similar to other keys that you've used in this manor before.
If we take that last key and we go up to that thing, we gotta do it.
I told you.
Please, we'll split all of this later. But shall we go evenly, minus the scrolls and such?
Yeah.
I will say that you guys successfully make it back up into that master bedroom where Rivana is. She looks at you guys and says, "You've done it. This is the farthest anybody's ever gotten. The wand is supposed to be here. That's what's causing all of this. That's what's trapping everything in here." So you guys make your way up into the attic, go down the hall, not down the hall, make your way down to the end of the room. And I'm assuming you put the key in.
Yep.
And find yourself in Ashtabar's study. There are several tables covered in vials and bottles of various components and materials. A large bookshelf holds several dozen volumes of magic lore. On the table in the middle of the room, there's a multicolored wand shaped to resemble a unicorn's horn. It is sitting in what looks like a magic circle drawn on the tabletop. You also notice a black oak chest to the right of the door. What would you guys like to do?
So, should we try and open the chest maybe?
Can I open it with
Sure.
my name in the distance?
Do you guys want to open it with Mage Hand?
Yeah, why not?
I'm gonna go slightly into the other room. I don't know what that distance would be.
Well,
I'm
it's
just gonna.
locked. It doesn't matter. It's locked. It is definitely in need of a key.
What about the key? Didn't we get a key from the vault?
We found different keys.
We got 2 keys.
One of them opened this door.
Yes.
The other one, the silver key, I believe. Could I try that on the
Yeah.
chest?
So you stick the key into the lock of the chest, and the key that you have is a little too big.
What if the wand is the
It
key?
has a magic circle around it. Can I do an Arcana check on the magic circle? That is around the wand.
Yes.
Ooh. That would be a 25.
5. The circle seems to be more of a deterrent. All I said earlier was it looked like it was a magic circle. So the circle seems like it's put there to intentionally make you not want to go towards it, but may not necessarily have the implications that you may think. And the circle is only sticks out about 2 feet from the wand.
Does anyone want to make a perception check before I go and grab that wand?
Yeah, I could try.
Can I possibly search his desk first?
Uh,
There's a key in there.
sure.
14.
I mean, a lot of what's here has not been well kept. There's a lot of old books in languages that you don't understand. And, I mean, if you wanted, I'd say there's probably a stack of paper that you could take if you wanted. It's not in the best condition. A nicer quill and inkwell than from the one you found earlier.
Alright. Well, is it about time to attempt the wand?
Yeah.
So should we? I'm thinking also, Xanny, you should probably try it with your mage hand, because it's probably the safest.
I'll try it,
from a
yep.
bit of a distance.
Alright, so I'll stand as far back as I can, based on the room, and use my mage hand to grab the wand and bring it to my hand.
as the hand comes closer towards the wand, it seems like once it gets closer to that circle, it almost disappears. It starts to fade.
Okay, I'm just gonna grab it.
Mavris is going in?
Yep.
Okay. You walk up towards it, and once you get within 5 feet from the viewpoint of your party, you disappear.
Oh, not again.
And you no longer can really... You can see them. Everything around you looks like a blur. Like, you can see their outlines. They all look kind of just fuzzy. You can see a fuzzy outline of the table with the wand in front of you, but you can't you can't interact with it. Derrick, make an investigation check for me. You kind of start to peek around, and as you get closer, there seems to be an almost like shimmer in the air, and you can kind of see it a little. It's really hard to notice in front of you, but if you just kind of like bring yourself at an angle, it looks like there's this patch directly in front of the wand that may be planar pathway.
Kind of just like aim my hand like that, just like see, like
We're going like claw at it.
Yeah, in that direction of where it seems planar.
So you kind of just, and as soon as your fingers pass through, you're gone.
Can I use
I will say that you guys that are left up in this area, not in another plane, noticed what Derrick was investigating.
We did? We saw that?
Yes.
So, should we maybe follow him? Maybe
It seems like it's only in that space in front of the wand.
I mean, I don't think there's anything else to do.
I think we all have to go and become invisible.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. You're saying that the magic glimmer is only in that one space in front of it?
Yes, that whatever seems to be that like portal is only directly in front of the wand.
Should I try and grab it?
You know, that might not be a bad idea.
I walk behind it and I'll try grabbing it.
Yeah, you can go, Coup.
Yeah,
You
that's
go.
right.
Okay.
Coop, you walk up behind it, kind of gently skirting around the sides, and you slowly kind of reach your hand past that line on the ground and nothing happens. Keep going and you seem okay. And you are literally able to just walk up and grab the wand. Mavris and Derrick pop back into existence. But as they pop into existence, so does the zombified corpse of Astamon. So, I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative for me. Alrighty. Nav, you're up first. What are you doing?
You know me. I'm gonna throw my knives.
Go for it. So the first one goes wide and comes back to your belt. The second one kind of sticks into his gut. It's just that, I mean, he's a zombie. He doesn't feel a whole lot, but it's just... He's still moving forward.
What can I do with this?
It's up to you.
Can I... Bippity boppity bop. I'm just asking.
I will say as a bonus action that you can attempt to see if anything happens. But you get the feeling that there is nothing magical coming out of this wand anymore.
I am going to use my breath weapon. Oui. I'm going to show everyone that I am a dragon. Oui.
So you see Coop kind of back up, slings his Tommy gun back, takes a stance, and just like, and lightning comes streaking out of his mouth and zaps the undead body of Astamar, who just like, I mean, he's undead. He can feel it, but he can't. So it's just kind of like, yeah, let's go. He's still making a move. I'm going to say, because it is now Astamar's turn. Sam, you were the first one in the ethereal plane, Mavris, so he's gonna go after you first. It's gonna make a slam attack against you. So that is going to be 3 points of damage. So it swings out and just kind of rakes you across the body. Derrick, you're up.
Well, we all know my special move by now, so I think we know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
Yeah.
hit it with my warhammer.
Stick to your roots. That's right.
Go for it. Make that roll.
You've got this. We believe in you to get a good roll for the first time.
Come
Guess
on.
what I rolled?
Nat 20?
No, close. 19. Plus
Yes.
No!
19 hits.
Atta boy!
Sorry, I'm trying to find it. Is this it? No, that's not it. I always get confused which one's the one with the 8. Okay, this one. At least be great damage.
8 sides.
8 plus 4. 8.
Yes.
12 damage with my warhammer.
Go.
This poor zombie's been stabbed in the gut, electrocuted, and now turns to be like, I'm gonna find something else. Bang! Warhammer to the face. Still standing. Not happy. Still standing.
Little push. Alright, Laver, you got it?
Get the mother.
Do something.
All right. Well, how much damage? Don't worry. Marvis, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Feeling all right. All right. Wonderful. So I'm gonna unleash my most vicious mockery, the most vicious string of insults I can possibly say. Alright, so I'm gonna do it.
Come
Here we
on!
go. This is my most vicious string of insults I can possibly think of. Oi, what are you, a fucking loser? I bet you come from Loser Town, you big loser guy. I bet on your welcome mat to your house it says welcome home loser, and you go in and you click your microwave and every beep on the microwave says loser over and over again. I bet you yourself have written loser all over every single mirror in your home. So it's like in lipstick as well, so it's really impossible to clean up. It's like loser here and loser there, and your dog, you have a dog and when it barks it just says loser over and over again. Same with your cat and also your fish, it's a talking fish, and whenever it talks it says loser and it calls you a loser. Your car, you turn it on, it's like loser, 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 loser. It's really horrible, and I bet your house smells like a loser. I don't know what that smells like, but somehow you do, and you're a loser. That's it.
So you let out this string of insults, and this undead creature who's hasn't had any kind of contact in years and decades just stops for a second. There's no emotion because the lips have kind of rotted away, but like just a single tear comes down. Just one He's been hurt. Which is going to bring us back up to the top for now.
Bring out the big guns. Short sword time.
All right.
I'm gonna take 2 slashes out of him.
Something in that vicious mockery flipped a switch in the non-existent brain of this zombie. As you go forward to attack, and just and that zombie just like karate kids you. All right, Xanny, you're up.
Wait, also really quick, before it commences, I'd like to remind you that on its next turn, it's got disadvantage.
Disadvantage, got it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to cast a protection from evil spell. I'm gonna do it on myself.
Go for it. Alrighty, Coup, you're up.
Alright, so I electrocuted it. Didn't seem to flinch, so I'm going to fill it with holes.
Settling himself back up, kind of readjusting his position to bring the Tommy gun back around. Again, that slide comes back, gives a nice little burst into the zombie, and Astabar is not looking good. But it is, and he is going to try and make one fleeting attempt to do something. Derrick, he's going to go for you since you're the only one that he really recognized from being in the ethereal plane. Got it. So you are able, the thing's it's hurting, it's moving enough to where you're able to just kind of dip out of the way. Yeah, that's going to be its movement and its thing. Derrick, you're up. You swing again and just concave the chest of this poor thing. And you see it fall, and it slumps, and it looks like the life force, whatever that it may be, leaves, then comes right back. So Chad, it is your turn.
Babe, it's you might want to try something different than insulting it.
Sorry, right? I want you to understand. I've only got 2 healing spells because I figured we needed a way to heal each other. And I've then got minor illusion, which really doesn't do much. So it really only makes sense if I insult him yet again.
I'm all for it.
So I think that might be what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna insult him again. You're so fucking sad that you can't even deal with the fact that 1 life was not enough for you. In fact, 2 lives was not enough for you. You've died twice now, and both times you've come back because you're like, oh, my life was bad. And instead of accepting that your life was bad and just giving up, you're like, I'm gonna do it all again and have another shitty life. And so you come back over and over just to have shitty lives and get killed by people who are cooler than you, by the way, which would be us. So one of these times, my friend, you've just got to really take a step back. You've got to be like, maybe I shouldn't live again. Maybe I should just really fucking drop the ball on this one. Absolutely go into the light and give up. And you're ugly, by the way, as well.
Roll damage.
Please kill him. Please kill him.
Really hoping for the 4.
Gods of DM, kill
4! Let's go. That was the highest I could have gotten.
4. Okay. You want to do this?
Oh yeah!
Alright, get this, right?
Yeah.
I'd like to go. Right, alright, here's what's gonna happen. Right? I realize, so I'm gonna walk straight up to him. Right? Look him dead in the eyes. I'm gonna go, you're fucking ugly.
And as you do so, there's this look of like almost appreciation and gratitude. And it just slumps over.
My love!
I
Yeah!
fucking killed it! Let's go!
Yeah!
Alright, what are you guys gonna do?
Gonna go
Find that
and
key.
Chad!
I think that we're done here.
I think we have to open the chest.
Yeah, he's probably gonna.
I'm going to say,
I break that shit.
Rogue, you like to
Wow.
things. Make an investigation check on the body of Aston.
This is the only roll that I've gotten that's good this whole entire goddamn fucking time. 19. Wait. Plus, do I get any bonuses
I don't know, do you?
for
don't think
looting
so.
a body? I don't think so. I mean, I might be proficient in it.
I will say that you find he's got a +1 dagger on his body, so it's +1 to attacks and damage.
I'm gonna give
there
that to
is-
Xanny.
A brooch of shielding. You also do find a key in his pockets.
What?
Oh!
A key? I'm not gonna tell any of them. I'm just fucking with you guys. I got a motherfucking key.
Let's open up the chest.
Yep.
Alright,
I'm
inside,
gonna walk over and I'm gonna stab them motherfucker in.
inside the chest, you've got 200 gold coins, 2 potions of healing. Alright, so you guys start to make your way out. On the way out, you do pass the body and spirit of Ravana. And she looks out and just says, thank you. Thank you for putting an end to this madness. Myself, Astabar, and the other spirits trapped here can now find peace. The manor and all its contents are yours. May the fortunes of the gods smile upon you. And...
They allowed me to take them.
Huh?
No, I haven't been taking anything because it's stealing. I don't want to steal from them.
No, she has given you
Oh, I can take stuff now.
So, as you say, I can take stuff, she starts to just fizzle out. It seems as though once you've removed the wand, all of the magical effects in this house have disappeared.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is the rhino still outside?
Are you guys going outside?
I'm going outside to
Probably?
bury her.
To get out of the dimension?
No sign of a rhino.
Oh,
Thank God.
I wanted to bring it back home, Chad.
it would have been a lovely
I'm
time.
gonna dig her a hole and I'm gonna gently put her in and say thank you.
Bury her. I'm gonna do prestidigitation to make a nice little illusory effect as if it was her and flowers. Just to make it pretty.
Very good.
Wait, I'd like to sing a quick song for her.
And I'm going to salute as Chad sings.
It's really quick, just a little. It's a well-known song. It goes like this. Goodbye, stranger. It's been nice. Hope you find your paradise. That was it.
We were having a nice moment.
It was a
God
nice moment. It was a nice.
Damn it,
nice-
Chad.
That was beautiful. I love you.
That was gorgeous.
Canonically, Chad is now the official founder of Super Train.
I saw that.
Let's go. It's a big win for me today. Today's a great day.
Alrighty, you guys. That is all that I have for you. You guys did
Yeah.
I need to go back to the tavern and get a lighter.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As you may know, we finished the run, and we're a little bit nostalgic. It was a great time, and I think we're all really going to miss it. But this is my, I've written a little bit of a goodbye song for the show. Now it's time to say goodbye to this amazing run. Now it's time to say goodbye. Derrick is really dumb. Now it's time to say goodnight. This run was a bit scuffed. Now it's time to say goodnight as Xanny learns how to love. It's time to say goodbye. Mavris steals and devils cry. It's time to say goodbye. Coup and I will see you all next time. Thank you.